Hey, hello gamers, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Vkay and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to talk about Modern Warfare. There has been a new trailer that was revealed yesterday that actually showed off a lot of stuff, but I'm not going to be showing that in the background and know how that kind of stuff works. I'm not going to be doing that, so I'll leave a link to the trailer down below.
Demonetized.
But if you want to get to the information quickly and really don't even care about seeing that kind of stuff, then let's do that here. So the first and most important thing that Call of Duty has brought out is basically we're going to be having cross-platform. So you get to play with all your Xbox and PC and PlayStation friends if you have any of those. Please add me. But on top of that, they have been working on a new engine that is going to be coming out with this game. Now, I'm not sure if this engine is going to be carrying on onto other Call of Duty games, Treyarch. And I'm not even sure if it's going to be any good, but a lot of people that seem to have played around with it say that it's pretty amazeballs, so I'm excited to see what that's about. This engine is developed by Infinity Ward Poland, which is a subsection of Infinity Ward that I didn't even know existed, to be honest, but I do now, and I'm keeping my eyes on them. As far as the cross-platform goes, that is an ingenious move in my opinion. See, it used to be like this. Xbox 360 would have the map packs 1 month early, I believe, and then they would come out, Xbox players would be like, oh yeah, this is it, yeah. And then PlayStation players would go, yo, I see what you got there. Is that any good? And then depending on the answer, PlayStation players would buy it or not. So a lot of people actually held out on buying some of the map packs based on what gamers on a different console were saying at the time. See, now, if those come out at the same time, that's gone. So both consoles fall into the same DLC trap. Good job. They got us. See, I'm sure some kind of executive up there at Activision went, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And for anyone that didn't get the reference, for the last almost a decade, this was the case with PlayStation 2 Xbox, and it has been divine for me, as I have been a PlayStation 4 player and I've been a PlayStation Nation guy for all my life. That doesn't mean that I don't play Xbox though, don't hate me for it, I have both. I'm one of the multi-guys. Multiplayer, multi-COD, multi-platform. Infinity Ward studio narrative director Taylor Kurosaki, a former Naughty Dog developer who has previously worked on Infinite Warfare stories, stated that they did not want this year's game to be restricted to the timeline and story aspects of what the original Modern Warfare trilogy had. They wanted to make this new Modern Warfare real, and so it has to be realistic, authentic, and gritty. And it has to be about things happening in our world now in order to allow players to feel a connection to the story. Kurosaki also said they just did not see a path in which the Modern Warfare trilogy and its storyline could be transformed into something that is so real and relatable as the game they wanted to make, which is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The game will also have a co-op mode, and according to the description, you can squad up and play cooperatively in a collection of elite operations accessible to all skill levels. Which sounds a lot like Spec Ops if we're honest. That does make it look like there will be no zombies this year, and in fact Infinity Ward confirms it will have no zombies mode this year. So if you're a fan of Infinite Warfare's weird take on zombies, then you'll most likely be unhappy, but if you're a Modern Warfare fan, then you are likely thrilled. Modern Warfare also includes some edgy missions, including a controversial raid on London that has you clearing out buildings from top to bottom in order to eliminate enemy terrorists. And also a flashback mission that shows us why 2 rebel fighters that are part of Modern Warfare became rebel fighters in the first place. Edgy? Yeah, but honestly some much needed innovation if you ask me. Good on you, COD. You can also play a large part of the campaign from an Arab soldier's perspective. I honestly don't know if it's pronounced Arab or Arab, I don't know. I'm not originally American or English or whatever you want to say. Sorry if I mispronounced that or anything else in this video. The PC version of the game will be available on Blizzard's Battle.net, and yes, you will be able to play with console scrubs. Don't worry guys, I haven't turned PC Master Race. I'm just translating so everyone understands me. 2 special GameStop editions are also announced, alongside some other cool normal editions that are still pretty special. These GameStop editions include the Precision Edition retailing at $99.99 that gets you all these goodies, and the Dark Edition for $199.99 that gets you all of this goodness. Don't worry guys, this is not a sponsored video, I couldn't get that if I even wanted to, and honestly, I'm not spending $200 on this game. Now, despite the fact that there is no season pass and that there is crossplay, new information suggests that PlayStation will still have some form of early access. I have to say that even as an avid PlayStation player, a PlayStation Nation, I'm still not into this. The playing field should be fair and square. Now, I can get it if it's only cosmetical, but still at that point I would have preferred it not to be the case, because I really wonder how this is going to affect crossplay. Now, it's possible that this will be mainly about battle pass items, events, and other forms of DLC, but I guess we'll have to see what all that's about. Or you can always just unleash Q&A hell upon the developers and maybe we'll get the answer you so desire. And now let's talk about the singular most exciting thing about Modern Warfare in my honest to God opinion, which is operators. Crossplay is cool, but it is not fun to me if the game is riddled with specialists. And these operator packs, unlike specialist heroes or yes, operators in other games, will not have special abilities that affect gameplay, but rather each offer their own backstory, nationality, character dialogue, character skins, and cosmetic customization options. This to me sounds like specialists are in the game, but no specialist abilities. And that I love. All of the cosmetic goodness of making your soldier as decked out as you so desire. But none of the craziness of having grenade launchers and hacking devices given to players for no hard work at all. Seriously, you just stood there in the spawn, probably jerking your dick off or something. There are 3 operator packs that you can receive either as part of the operator edition of the game or the operator enhanced edition. And these will allow you to wear 3 themed operator skins and use 3 cosmetic weapon variants from some of the most iconic COD 4 Modern Warfare missions of the past. And I'm assuming there's a lot more to unlock, but honestly, who knows? There are also different pre-order bonuses, but since these depend on the store you order from, I decided that instead of telling you about them, I would rather show you a Charlie Intel article that'll tell you way more than I can in this short video? Not really that short. So if you're interested in that, then links in description below. In fact, I give massive credit to Charlie Intel and many sources on Twitter for being some of the first to break this news, so I can give it to you lovely people. Mwah. Both the PlayStation and Xbox store suggest Modern Warfare could support up to 20 players online, and with Battle Royale not being an option, that sets the table for a new game mode of a larger scale than most Call of Duty modes. This is not your run-of-the-mill TDM, people. So I'm interested to see what is up here. The awesome people over at Polygon.com also claim based on their time at Infinity Ward that Soap, aka John McTavish, is returning to COD Modern Warfare, and it suggests that we will be able to see how war affects rebels and freedom fighters from their first-person perspective. Which also suggests that we could get the chance to play as Price and Soap, as Infinity Ward mentioned to us that Price is also a returning character. And the last thing I want to share with you, but certainly not the least important, is progression. It seems like progression in multiplayer co-op and campaign will transfer over to each other, and I don't know how far this will go, but imagine being able to unlock multiplayer weapons via the campaign or gaining camos in Spec Ops. It potentially all counts as long as it's time spent in a game doing the challenges set for you. That's what I think what it means, and at least I don't know. But what do you think it means? And also, what do you think of everything that I've told you today? Did you know everything, or did I surprise you with at least 1 or 2 things? And are you excited or disappointed more or less by hearing all of this? As always, this has been Vkay. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it. If you want to see more about it, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell because I like bells ding. This has been Vkay, and I'll see you next video.